Nhỉ, có mấy quên. Đâu. 3 điểm ấy. Chơi phải biết có điểm để nhảy danh.
And now for the first time ever at home, season 8, Australians are the champions of Intel Pro League, and for the first time in history, the best of all time, Intel Grand Slam, it's Astralis.
Astralis won tournament after tournament, a second major.
Mày chơi cái rùa cùng cái con lần chưa không? Nó có PM hỏi chơi. Cái đứa con gái mà lần trước ấy. Để bảo nó.
Intel Grand Slam and countless others.
I think one of the things that defines him stylistically is his ability to be a jack of all trades. There is just like almost no position, role, anything that Dupree cannot do at a tier 1 level in Counter-Strike. He's sort of this glue, a patch that you can just like slap on whatever you need, right? Like you need this guy here, he's got it. You need this guy running this gun here, he's got it. He can do this to take over the secondary, he's got it. Like he can just do anything.
But amidst all the try
Grand Slam last year, back-to-back majors. Surely 2019 can't possibly be as good as 2018, but there's no signs of them slowing. Last to join the circle is Dupree. They walk in the smoke, Glaive. He'll only punish one, but it's just aerial to find, and it's done!
Come on. In the
want to dedicate this and his last wish to this tournament with my father. Yeah, he passed away just before I got here, and this went to my father.
we still use CSGO and slipped from beneath his
Mẹ nó chưa on.
Team Deathmatch. Select a champion. Make your champion your own.
feet. The rest of Astralis rallied around him, and driven by the strength of their common goal to be the absolute rallied around him, and driven by the strength of their common goal to be the absolute rallied around him, and driven by the strength of their common goal to be the absolute best team in the world, the Danes went on to win their 4th major, cementing themselves as the colossi of CSGO.
Like, this is just dominance on a level that sometimes it's hard to quantify and just as easy. And I understand, you know, a close game is exciting, and I'm completely with you there. But the fact of the matter is that this game has been around, has had professional players for so damn long, and there is a gap like this.
For years, a crazy twist of fate, time in years, Astralis showed signs of weakness.
Bit of a chance for Device, maybe could have seen someone. Chris will shut down.
Your perspective, he started to cut the aim.
Zipix and Glaive.
You were not communicating enough.
As the year rolled on, both Zipix and Glaive took a hiatus from playing, and temporary standings came one after the other, some pretty unimpressive results.
NIP have got the A-bomb site, and Astralis with this double long hold, they do this affect.
Final death blow to his pro career elsewhere. Dupree, who was Device's team, Dupree can
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so it begins.
Another implement of death.
Soldiers, prepare for battle. First blood, keep up the good work.
My worst enemy. I never get tired of this. What will cost you?
The light still shines upon me. Enemy killing spree.
I've never had a partner.
Double kill. Killing spree. Enemy double kill.
Hunt, kill, dead.
Double kill. Triple kill. Killing spree.
Already dead.
Back in the action.
Looks like this thing's getting better.
I never get tired of this. New strike.
Doesn't mean my friend.
Finally meet double kill. Killing spree. Enemy double kill. Enemy triple kill. Enemy double kill.
Not six.
Okay. You fought well, peasant.
Đó, đéo on. Oblige.
adapt to and thrive in any situation, and Vitality is no different.
That is a crazy move again from Rain. Is it enough to secure the map here? Carrigan with a head.
Matter kind
of play than any other game, and obviously you combine it with being good individually, but I think our team play is very unique in so many ways, so I rather want people to see Astralis instead of me.
We might just get all 5! One player left and Dupree's got it! 5!
in an online qualifier. Superstars off. We have to go, but this wasn't at some 2-bit LAN cap.
So much time, Flusher. He may have just done it, but he's going to go down.
Nhận tới ping, hai thằng kìa.
Such an unfair situation for Flusher, you almost want to say, because
over the course of 2014, the community became increasingly paranoid about the possibility and prevalence of hacking at CSGO's highest level of play. At first, it felt as if things were being fever pitch when a week before DreamHack Winter 2014,
before the gear check started.
About as good as it gets. No kip. Drops the smoke on the site, trying to.
Going to be seeing, but assuming you're going to be seeing the good Furia, they look good, man. It finally felt like Safe found his place in the team.
But that bad Furia that you mentioned, like,
let's pretend that's not
they destroyed Astralis, didn't they, in Cut or very recently it was.
Stalking at night. I've never had a partner. Die.
Double kill. Killing spree. Double kill. Enemy double kill.
Hunt, kill, dead.
Double kill. Triple kill. Killing spree.
Back in the action.
I never get tired of this.
Double kill. Enemy double kill.
Got 6.
You fought well, peasant.
Nó đeo on. Chơi im mồm nhá. Xuống ngồi kia. Bỏ tay ra. Ngồi im đấy. Ngồi đấy. Ngồi im đấy. Cấm gì? À được, mẹ 9 phút liền. Và tìm nhanh nhóm hôm này nhớ thấy ai. Đấy rồi. Đừng mơ số.
Enemies turn to ban. Your team's turn to ban. Enemies turn to ban. Your team's turn to ban.
You know what?
Your turn to pick.
Atlas.
Your team's turn to ban. Make your champion your own.
Yes, sir.
Con mẹ nó vào kịp quá.
Enemies turn to ban.
It is seven. So okay.
The end is nigh. The evils of this world must be judged.
Thằng
The
Ryu với thằng
battle is
Fake kìa.
about to begin.
Bit outdated, but it'll do.
I'm not losing you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin. First blood. Keep up the good work.
This is our battlefield. Get off our planet. Thanks, love.
Overtime.
Let's
Reload, peasants. Okay.
not losing you. Incinerate.
Không, không, không.
Flankers.
I feel not. Not yet, amigo.
Target practice. The power of knowledge. This is our battlefield. Target practice. That's on me. Let's fight. Retreat.
Enemy killing spree.
Keep 'em coming.
30 seconds remaining.
Thanks, love.
Phải
15 seconds remaining.
cho vô.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Vâng rồi.
Enemies behind us. This is our battlefield.
Sau.
Enemy rampage.
That worked. I knew those for necromancy would come in handy.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
I've lost too many friends in this war.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The power. Incinerate them. Come on, let's fight. Oh, this is enemies behind us. Enemies behind us.
An enemy is unstoppable.
This one down. This one down.
Enemy double kill.
This one down. This one down. It's our down.
Enemy double kill. Enemy killing spree.
Target practice.
That amigo.
This one down. This one down. This one down.
Nothing is past me. You just might survive.
This one down. One down. Let's fight.
An enemy is godlike.
This one down. One down.
Enemy double kill.
I should write this one down. This one down. I should write this one down.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is our battle.
Make our voice.
Target Target practice. This is our battle. Thanks.
Getting sloppy. On my way.
Enemy killing spree.
Target practice.
Retreat, 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 retreat. Nothing past
30 seconds remaining.
See you.
15 seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enemy rampage. Overtime. Enemy double kill. Enemy killing spree.
Fail.
Good. Oh.
Bit outdated, but it'll do.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one.
Can't give up yet.
Incinerate them.
Enemy killing spree.
Tick tock behind us.
Đít con mèo, đít con mèo.
They know they've lost. Let's confirm their paranoia.
Vãi hồn lát.
Enemy's turn to ban. Your team's turn to ban. Enemy's turn to ban. Your team's turn to ban. Your turn to pick.
Cassie.
Make your champion your own. Your team's turn to ban. Enemy's turn to ban.
Chat mấy giây sau thì mẹ hiện này.
Organized kind of thing.
Yeah, and you let that player have freedom, but you kind of, he tells you or you know what his main moves are, so you can coordinate the rest of the guys, right? If he makes a good play, that you can capitalize on it and you're not just stuck there.
There's mad and people can just step up. Even Hades, who is like an amazing opera, when he's like on point, he can deliver great numbers even in Spinks doesn't feeling it on that day.
Yeah, and today is the day we talk about maps again.
Yes, we do, Trace, and this is where I think things get a little bit tricky for movie star riders when you
Đấy luôn điện sao ấy.
for them in the first phase, something that they're really comfortable playing. Dust 2 on the other side of things. Here it's a permaban for Movistar, but not a map that plays too often. So this is where it gets interesting for Movistar. Do they go for Ancient potentially, right? You see for Ants, it's not looking great, 50%, but they've won 4 out of their last 5. So there isn't really a clear spot for them to go, except for maybe Vertigo. But Movistar themselves have only played it 3 times. This is where you get the benefit of having time off. You can focus extra on that Vertigo and maybe use it as a pick here. I don't know if it's a pocket pick. I don't think it's much of a curveball, but it's probably your best chance.
I'm looking at Overpass more than Vertigo, but just because of the past of Movistar Riders and how good they used to play it back in November and October, and then that last period of the year, they were always good. Like the structure was there. Mirage pick for Ants, and then we see they decided to go for Vertigo, which is something that you kind of predicted, and it makes sense considering the results and the past, the past games. Ancient is the second stage veto from Ants, and then Seed was going to be the decider. It's going to be Nuke. That's a good veto for Ants.
I think it's a very good veto for Ants. I think probably if they picked Nuke, Mirage will still end up being the third map, so maybe just the order is the other way around.
But if you're Ants, you wanted Mirage first. Ants have notoriously won.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm not really sure about. Like, if you won, like, what, 9 of the last 10 nukes, right? Why don't you actually go for it? Is that a mind game that they kind of expect it, or, you don't go for it?
Maybe it was something that they didn't. They won 10 out of the last 11, right? Like, so they only have 1 loss in their last 11 nukes. Maybe it was something that happened in the Fnatic game, like that T-side not going well. Maybe they're having some, philosophical differences now. I don't know. They still got it in the pool trace, and this is Ants' match to lose.
Yeah, okay, those are some strong words. Thank you.
Because no one wants to see the second coming of the Spanish Inquisition,
please, please, no Inquisitions, not today. Mirage, Vertigo, Nuke are on the way, though, and Movistar Riders, and we're ready to get this party started. We're starting to get into these brackets, and guess who's going to be taking us there? It's Alex and Chad on the mic.
Hell yeah, good afternoon to all of you Counter-Strike fans. It's quarter-final day. Ents, Movistar Riders, for our enjoyment. We're going to be diving on in with Ents on a T start. Mirage, I believe. That's how the Spanish say it.
Indeed, and I like the conversation Dust was happening there about not picking Nuke. I thought that's where Ents would definitely take this one here, but maybe just not wanting the T-side start on a map like Nuke as well. Lots of factors as we have been baited into this one. We're about to go live, but a technical issue called, and better to do it now than in the middle of a round.
So my first question, obviously, we have to start with the nitty-gritty, which is, do you echo the sentiments of the desk? We just had Yanko and Kassad suggest at the end of their dialogue that Ents are coming in with a significant edge, but does not Movistar Riders some time off to develop and fix some, demo review, coming in with one of the few teams, the 2 teams that got that 5-0 conversion in groups? Surely that's enough to give this a 50-50 in your eyes.
Yeah, it's a difficult one to call, right? I think for the Movistar Riders, they have already overperformed from everybody's expectations, and that's something that they hopefully don't have in the back of their own mind. Like, oh yeah, job done, we already made it to the playoffs, right? You want to hope that they're here to push this as far as they can. And that's something that mentally they're going to need to show us out the gates here. But in terms of the matchup, Ents are the favorite. I would say that Ents are the favorite. Now that Heroic is outside of that side of the bracket, Ents could even make the run quite deep. So I think that the question mark is for Movistar Riders showing that they can compete against some of the bigger names, right? That's key right here in a playoff environment. And for Ents, we've been talking about it for them. This feels like a necessary win if they want to start cementing themselves as a threat within the top 10.
Well, what's even more impressive by Ents is the fact that this is the 3rd back-to-back EPL playoff they've managed to
like it here.
Get themselves to. So yeah, here they are. Familiar territory for them, not for the Movistar Riders. Let's get this party started. The break has concluded. We're ready for our pistol.
1xBet odds are favouring Ents here as those favourites we just discussed. 3 towards A. Alex searching for info mid, and well, Mopos is tasked with holding on towards the B bomb site.
Okay, well, you've got a nice setup here.
Should be able to deal with this execute enough bodies.
Yeah, it's just a question of execution, and Deaths is going to be the first to fire a shot, and successfully, 2 have already
Your
fallen from the
team's turn to bat.
Diha distracted, still claws it back. Diha's double is big, and now Deaths on notice. Run down, Hades should have this, doesn't have any help. Diha down and out through the gap in the smoke, and Spinks, finished off. That's a huge round out of Deaths. 4 frags. Just sit on CT.
Massive stuff from him, and it could have gotten out of control because they killed the sleeper.
Your team's turn to ban.
Deaths or Davi G. Those two can have their moments. We have seen it. Oh, Davi G had a great game during the group stage on Mirage. I think he dropped 30+ kills. They kept trying to target his bomb site. And now Deaths has, well, been dealt a couple of early blows over towards A, but to stand tall and able to convert with ease. Now it's just down to a lighter buy, this time no armor.
Yeah, I mean, if they can keep this up, the first 3 rounds is a real beautiful conversion. They've only conceded 2 deaths so far.
Right there.
Now let's see how they want to operate here. We know when they played Nuke against Fnatic just the other day that the first half got away from them. They had to pull up their socks and have a lockout CT side.
Enemy's turn to ban. Your turn to pick.
Grover.
Make your champion your own.
The spirits join me. It's nice to feel the sunshine yet again. Nothing past me.
Soldiers, prepare for battle!
Make right.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1! The battle has begun!
I almost managed to cause Armageddon in my stead. Now that is fun. Away with you. Serve your purpose.
First blood!
Nè. Kéo thằng nào xuống luôn. Đấy, cả lùn có mỗi mình nói kéo thằng nào xuống. Không kinh không luôn. Rồi lôi ra thằng sau. Very good.
Enemy double kill! Stop the payload, peasants!
Presents. Now you see my fight. I'm here to help.
Rocket trong nhà yếu.
Make like a dream. Well,
I'm not ready until everything is destroyed.
Enemy killing spree! Enemy rampage! Gone!
they were gonna.
Didn't need any help like that. I am the herald of decoy.
Đủ.
30 seconds remaining. Enemy rampage.
It is not yet my time. Sayonara.
Okay, you are
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your pumpkin is clean.
Bắn mít cắn mẹ. Để con mẹ nó lực.
Killing spree.
I will not rest until everything
Enemy
is
killing spree.
Sayonara.
naturally. Stick around.
Our enemies have taken the right flank. Very well then.
Enemy rampage. Defend the payload.
Away with you. Serve your purpose.
Enemy killing spree.
I am the herald.
You have failed your
Defend the site completely.
Lộn bộ kinh của tôi cả đám tao. Đã biết táp lớn nè.
Enemies turn to ban. Your team's turn to ban. Enemies turn to ban.
Gì đấy?
Your team's turn to ban.
Thì vẽ tao ghét con Ray vãi luôn. Trong trận đầu tiên.
Enemy's turn to ban.
Ents by, but that's a round that looks very, very good and drops the ball slightly. Now, going to be taking a timeout here. This was a shot, right? This was some pious. Now, that miss didn't come back to haunt them. I'm sure he would have been feeling a little bit like a goose if it did.
Your turn to pick.
Maeve.
Make your champion your own.
For Ents.
Now, saw the coach right there. You could see there's a couple of these moments where you'd be like, all right, boys, let's tidy it up. Let's keep it a little bit tighter here. Sure, that was probably just the conversation to have because their approach hasn't been bad. Alex up and out the window. He's gonna make it down towards the underpass position. Mock was lost in the smoke and a defensive smoke placed on out. Oh, Alex goes down again. First death to D-Hart. And another one falls. Madden with the second in the round.
And they really recover this quickly. It's a late trade. Madden gone. D-Hart known. Davy opts to push aggressive, and it's always a funny mind game in the end. Now, they're going to be kissing in the smoke, and quick adjustment from Davy. He's made it a 3v3.
That is massive right now. There's real problems for Ents to operate now. They had a big advantage. They actually had part of the map contained, but Davy's aggressive. How aggressive? Is he going to push forward? deliver from Ticket time and time again. And look at the Mopos rotation. Scoops up a Molotov late. That could be instrumental with 40 seconds left on the clock now. They're starting to creep on up ramp.
They could be out. He knows that.
This'll be a walk in the park compared to what I'm used to.
The battle is about to begin.
Five-finger discount.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and so it begins.
USA! 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 USA!
The time to swipe our points. That's a little better. That works.
First blood. Keep up the good work.
You're lucky.
Give up now. Okay, now no more playing around.
Xin tao, xin tao.
Overtime. The payload hasn't.
Don't you dare quit now. Come on, let's go.
Target practice. Love saves you.
Okay, now no more playing around. Thank you.
I will not die. Not yet, amigo.
Don't you dare quit now. Come on, let's go.
This one down. I should write this one down. This one down. One down. One down. I should write this one down. This one down. One down. One down. One down.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
Arrive, my champion.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Double kill. Defend the payload.
Okay, now no more playing around.
You're outmatched.
Thank you.
Double kill.
Watch your back.
There we go. Target practice.
Enemy killing spree.
That's a little better.
You have failed your king.
See ya.
If Ence's defense is as spicy to
Nice.
Hey Future Pros, we have another execute for you and your friends to learn. This execute will help when you are taking the B site on Mirage. For this setup, you will need at least 3 Future Pros and 3 smokes and optionally a bunch of flashes. Let's break this down. Future Pro number 1, you'll be throwing one of the arch smokes. To do this, line yourself up with this corner of the cracked stone floor. Aim at the left side of this dark squarish smudge on the wall, then simply jump throw the smoke. Since you threw this from close to mid, I would recommend wrapping around cat to get to B or maybe holding off rotations in mid. Future Pro number 2, you will throw the other arch smoke. To do this, line up with the middle part of this window. Aim to the sky and position your crosshair so it is in the middle of the antenna and the overhang. Then throw the smoke normally. Future Pro number 3, you will be smoking off the window leading into the B side. To throw the smoke, get yourself into this corner. Aim at the corner of this large tower, then jump throw the smoke. Nice and easy. With all 3 of these smokes thrown, taking the B side should be much easier than it would be without them. To make this even easier on your team, get your players to lob as many flashes as possible over the top of B. And as always, good luck.